All right, good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to this MSHSL volleyball matchup between the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Menahga Braves, and the home Pelican Rapids Lady Vikings here. It's a beautiful Monday evening. A little shower rolled over Pelican Rapids, and we had the longest delay I think I've ever seen in a volleyball game, as it's about 8:01, and we're just getting started with the varsity match. The B game went into extra innings, as a baseball fan like me would say, but the rubber match came down to Pelican Rapids winning. Menahga Braves B squad won the first game, and then Pelican Rapids was able to win the second in a hard-fought third game, finally won by Pelican Rapids. So these Vikings looking to go back-to-back in wins here to finish the night, as the varsity squads are standing on their lineups here. They've announced the starting lineups. We'll do the same here. First for the visiting Menahga Braves, number 2, Mame Pinanyemi. As I try and work through all the Finnish names over here on this Menahga side, we all know it brings a lot of fun to the game here, and I think I recognize a lot of these games from the girls basketball team, Menahga. If you are a fan of the Menahga sports programs, you maybe remember towards the end of the season last year, Menahga came to Pelican Rapids in what was a absolute thriller at the end of the game, and I believe Pelican Rapids was able to edge out that victory. Menahga trying to right the scores here tonight in the volleyball court here. But continuing on, number 3, Anna Piatila, a 5'7" senior, another starter for Menahga Braves, is Leah Weaver, the 5'9" senior. Also number 11, Grace Baki, the 5'7" junior. Number 13, Kiana Skoog, the 5'9" junior. And number 16, Taria Pinanyemi, another Pinanyemi, the 5'9" senior, will walk out for the team in black right now. The Menahga Braves on your left side of your screen in black. For the Pelican Rapids Vikings on your right, they will walk out. Number 1, Hazel Haugrud, the senior. Number 3, Cameron Kirkwood, the freshman setter. Number 4, Ariana Hovland. She is a outside hitter, a sophomore. Number 5, Grace Backstrom, the other senior here on this starting lineup. Malia Tweeton, the freshman middle hitter, although she will stay in the game. Looking at who's going to do the substituting to allow the libero in here in a moment. But number 18, Zaylee Arrow, also getting the call, the senior middle hitter. And then, as mentioned, standing in black here is the libero, Morgan Korf. She is going to first sub in for the senior Backstrom. So we have the junior number 20, Morgan Korf, libero, all black. Otherwise, Pelican Rapids on your right with the white tops, orange little accents on the sleeves, good-looking uniforms. They might be brand new, if you ask me. A long sleeve's got to be nice for tumbling around on the ground. In this one, we'll see what these teams can do, as Hazel Hauger's going to start things off with the serve for Pelican Rapids right away. Strong attack there from I believe that's number 5. I'm going to take a peek here, as Pelican Rapids is going to come away with the point. However, it was number 8, Leah Weaver, who put together a strong attack here in the middle. Definitely an impact player here for Menahga as we go forward. I remember a Weaver on the basketball team. That might be a sibling, or it is her. Coming back for more here. Weaver, a senior, 5'9" in the middle here. Clearly going to be a presence to be dealt with for Pelican Rapids throughout this game. Vikings now. Hazel Hauger going to give her third serve a try, as Menahga almost able to save it after a tough dig attempt there. And so Hazel Hauger going to continue the hot streak here. She's got 3 points to start. And the senior number 1 going to continue to send it over. Soft hit over the top. Cameron Kirkwood, Morgan Korf. Now over here, Ariana Hovland. Dug out by Menahga. They're going to set something up. It goes over after 2, and Hovland cleans up the scraps there. Nice hit down on the left side corner, right in front of the standing Pelican Rapids student section. Looks like it's PJ night here in Pelican Rapids. Many of the fans here in their pajama pants. Or if you ask any high school student, that's just another day at the office for them, wearing the PJs on the job. As I even see a blanket down there by one of these students. But regardless, Hazel Hauger continues to serve. There she digs out an attack there from Menahga. Zaylee Arrow now, as she might have hit that long if it wasn't for Mame Pinanyemi trying to save it. I bet if Mame wouldn't have tried to hit that, that might have gone long. Nevertheless, the Vikings continue their hot streak here. 5-0, Hauger serving. The libero, number 0, that is Excuse me, I'm looking for a number for the libero. I will get that to you as soon as I can. It looks like it's not in the program, so we'll try and find a number for the libero in orange for Menahga. Was able to dig that out nicely, and that spurred a little bit of a rally, won by Menahga. So getting the first serving duties for Menahga was Taria Pinanemi. And here goes Menahga, a little bit of a run, a little bit of momentum here for the team in black. They've got 2 points back-to-back. And in this first set of action, 5-2, Menahga here trying to crawl back after an early loss, and that is in here, says the back line judge, Charla Setter. Right on top of that, had eyes all over it. Tough to see from my angle, a little bit of glare in the light, but she says it's on the line. Vikings will get the point back here. 6-2, and the libero Morgan Korf goes ahead and serve. A little bit of a joust at the net here, and Anna Piatila loses that battle to Ari Hovland, so Pelican Rapids gets another point as substitution will come in. Looks like that's number 9, Milena Hendrickson, going to come into the game here for Menahga. As Morgan Korf could be, if she wasn't on the right side of the net, easily mistaken for one of the Menahga Braves tonight, as same exact color scheme, black and orange, battling it out here on a Monday night in northern Minnesota. And that's going to be a timeout called now by the Menahga Braves head coach, Jody Tolkinen. She wants to talk things over as her team's down 6 just in this first game of action. Jody Tolkinen is assisted by Nicole Skoog. Co-head coaches Jody Tolkinen and Nicole Skoog, and assistant coaches are Claire Tarola and Ellie Hodakainen. As for the Vikings, they are coached by Heidi Eisman, assisted by Marie Heiberg, Amanda Bells, Jill Roysam, Rochelle Richardson, and Jessica Weinrich. So both of these coaches excited to get things started after I mentioned before a very, very slow B squad game that led us to just this being the first game that we're watching today. So you're in for a late night here. I'd get some popcorn, maybe some herbal tea, something without caffeine. Get yourself settled in so that you can go to bed right after this one. But Pelican Rapids right now lead 8-2. First game. Morgan Korf still has the honors, serving from right to left. The whistle sounds. She sends a low driving serve into the left side. Little second hit setter. Cheeky move there by the number 3. That's Anna Piatila. And finally dumped down. Nice shot there. Grace Baki gets the perfect location on that, right next to the script letters of the Rex Haugen court here in the Al Siegley Activity Center. Great spot to put that ball right in no man's land. Gets Menahga the ball back. As Hazel Haugard able to dig that out precariously. Finally, Pelican gets it over. Now here comes Menahga having a little bit of the advantage in this rally. Grace Backstrom finally just sends it over. Menahga can set something up nice here. They do. Korf digs it out. Kirkwood, Tweeton. And the rally continues. This is what I was talking with some spectators, as this looks like it's going to be a violation on Menahga is going to lead to a Pelican Rapids point. I was talking to some spectators before this game, as some Pelican Rapids faithful and Menahga faithful, for that matter, have made it out to this volleyball game. The best thing about volleyball is every single point you can be on the edge of your seat. It doesn't matter if it's the last 2 minutes or if the team's up big, down big. It seems like any point can just be an absolute highlight show. And that was close to being a highlight play by Hazel Haugard, but instead it falls to the ground. Menahga's going to get another point here. So this timeout seeming to be successful. Menahga's won 2 of the last 3 points, trying to build some momentum, as it looks like Leah Weaver going to send things over here, tipping off the net and cleaned up there nicely inside. Menahga, number 13, Kiana Skoog. Skoog cleaned things up for Menahga, getting another point, 9-5. Grace Backstrom with some attack over the middle. She gets the job done, as that block from the middle here was no good. Milena Hendrickson trying to reject that at the front line. Instead, it falls straight to the feet of the Menahga Braves. And Ariana Hovland now is going to get her time at the serving stripe. Over the middle, Hendrickson. No. Blocked up front and unable to be cleaned up by Menahga, so Pelican Rapids another point, 11-5. Looks like Grace Backstrom's going to get credited for that kill. She leads all Vikings, 2 of them to start this first game of action. Hovland, low driving, deep serve. It's going to end up being hit over there by Skoog. Now Hazel Haugrud, and unable to dig that out there was Weaver. As Menahga, nice quick play there. Dug out nicely by Ariana Hovland as she falls to the deck. Grace Backstrom will drive it to the back right corner. It hits off the rafter and falls. And so that's going to be another kill here for Backstrom, I believe, as unable to get a set on that were the Braves. Hovland. Another strong serve, sending it into Menahga's bench. They're going to have to do some work to save it, and no, it does not get back over the net here. So Pelican Rapids in firm control, 14-5 in the first game. Hovland continuing to serve, notably. Strong serves deep have made it tough for Menahga to get any momentum on the offensive side. Kirkwood sets to Haugrud. Haugrud gets blocked up front, and it's going to land wide across the net. Point Menahga. Heading back to serve for Menahga is going to be Anna Piatila. Hovland, Kirkwood, Haugrud, soft. Picked up right there at the 10-foot line, and now they're going to send something up. It's Hendrickson driving it back here. Excuse me, that's not Hendrickson. That was Pianemi Taria driving it to the back left, and now the rally continues on the Pelican Rapids side. Backstrom on the right hand. Set up here. This is Hendrickson. No, that was Skoog. And finally it falls right at the 10-foot line in front of the Menahga Braves in no man's land. Pelican Rapids wins that point. Backstrom serving over here. Pianyemi, strong attack. Bang, as she knocks it in the last 2 feet of the stripe in here. That was just a beautiful attack there from the senior, Taria Pianyemi. Kind of like the equivalent of hitting a 25-foot three-point shot, as we're all getting excited for basketball season to start. At least I am. Except for the short days and cold nights. But that one falls, and if we're going to keep the basketball references up, that was just an unforced error turnover by the Vikings. And another nice serve there from Menahga, lands right on this near side sideline. And credit Leah Weaver with the, that's going to be Skoog who's going to get credit for that ace. She's going to continue serving for Menahga. After Pelican Rapids was in firm control, the announcer's jinx worked once again. 15-9. The score is in this first game. Pelican Rapids up 6. Menahga with all the momentum. Another strong attack there from Pianyemi, but is finally dug out by the Vikings, and unfortunately that knocks off the top of the net. Zaylee Arrow's attack here just didn't quite get over, and Skoog continues. That one finally will go wide as Carly Hovland very tentatively, or you could say hesitantly, watched that land as she had just let one land right on the sideline. This one was 2 feet wide left, and Pelican Rapids finally going to get a point here, much needed. 16-10 now they lead, giving up 3 points of their advantage on that nice run by the Menahga Braves. And Hazel Haugrud connects on a strong attack from the left side. It deflects off the blocking attempt from the Menahga Braves and falls in. And Cameron Kirkwood is going to continue her serving bout as the second one is on her way. The student section with their kickoff, hit, 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 boom sounds. As that's another nice attack there. Malia Tweeton on the inside. The freshman gets one to go here. That's going to be her second kill of the game. And another timeout is going to be called here from the head coaches of the Menahga Braves as 18-10. Pelican Rapids leads this first game of action. Action resumes here as we're excited to be back in the Rexhaugen court, and what a beautiful attack to start this. That is Pinanyemi once again. Taria Pinanyemi, the senior, with another solid kill on the back line now. She has got two notable ones here in this game. Exciting to be back here in the Rexhaugen court. First time I've been able to call a game in the Activity Center here for Channel 2 this season. And the Pelican Rapids Vikings coming into this game 6-5 on the year after starting nice with a strong 3 wins in a row and starting winning 5 of their first 6 and 6 of their first 8. They've fallen 3 in a row now. They had a tough stretch where they've lost to Breckenridge, Park Rapids, and DGF in their last 3 matchups. So they're hoping to right the ship now as they play Menahga, and then tomorrow they're also going to host Battle Lake. So if you're a Pelican Rapids volleyball fan, you can find 2 games back-to-back nights of action here on Channel 2, where we'll be giving you Pelican Rapids Lady Vikings volleyball. They're starting off right to try and win a match, as that's going to go long, and Pelican Rapids is up 20-12, looking to try and win the first game of a best-of-5. Morgan Korf serves to the back line here of Menahga. Nice attack, but dug out there by Korf. Now Grace Backstrom in the middle for the Vikings. Yes, as it caroms into the Menahga bench right at the feet of the coaches. 21-12 now. And my colleague and good friend John Peter also does some of the calls here for Pelican Rapids. He'd be remiss if I did not mention 21-12. That's a palindrome. The Vikings trying to break that up here. Someone's going to break the palindrome, and it's going to be the Vikings. 22-12 now. Vikings continuing to close in on this first game. In the middle, Weaver. Yes, she attacks. Strong vertical attack there from Leah Weaver. She drops that just 12 feet past the net, right on top of the Vikings. And a timeout is finally going to be taken by head coach Heidi Eisman of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, as she wants to make sure that Pelican Rapids seals the deal here in this first game after what could have been a momentum builder for the Menahga Braves. Menahga coming into this volleyball match here, 1-6, so they've been scuffling a little bit as a team. However, they have built a little bit of momentum as on their tournament this weekend. They did pick up their first win of the year against McGregor, and so that's a big deal for them to get things moving a little bit as a team, potentially try and rattle off a couple wins here as the season continues. These teams are about halfway into their year. Menahga's in Pelican Rapids tonight. They got to go to Wadena Deer Creek on Thursday. And that's a very, very good Wadena Deer Creek team. They are ranked 8th in the state of Minnesota right now. They are notched at 7-2. And so they've won 7 of their first 9 games of the season. So Wadena Deer Creek, certainly a well-respected team. Menahga looking to try and get a win here in Pelican Rapids to build momentum continually to give Wadena their best shot. Grace Backstrom rises high, the high jumping state participant in the high jump, skies high there to attack and kill for the Vikings. That's her 4th kill of this first game. 23-13, Vikings eyeing up the first game win here. They got to get 2 points. Carly Hovland is going to be doing the serving as nice little second hit at the line there by Anna Piatila. And she'll set one up here for Weaver. Weaver just dumps it soft over the top of the blocking Vikings. Well done there, Leah Weaver, as Grace Backstrom and Cameron Kirkwood jumping high to make that happen. And Weaver just arcs it over the top. And she's going to get to serve this next one here for Menahga. Substitution conflict here as the officials walking up to the scores table, trying to figure out who's who at the zoo. As some high fives are given here to the Vikings girls as they're just kind of looking around, looking down at each other's shoes, saying, hey, nice shoes. You got some nice shoes on. And then they're like, hey, you have some nice shoes on. Looks like the team all bought shoes together here. The white shoes with orange swoosh, gray accents on the heels. Solid look. Heidi Eisman coming in clutch with the equipment. We'll give her credit, even though it's probably a different coach down there that's cooking up all the equipment needs for the Vikings, but I'm unsure. I'll give the head coach credit because they got to answer all the emails. Grace Backstrom, strong attack, yes. She's able to get that done. 24-14. Vikings are able to get back the serve. And Ariana Hovland's going to try and win this for the game. And she hits it right into the net here. So we're going to have to wait another one as the Vikings regroup. And serving for Menahga is Anna Piatila. And back in the game as well, Taria Pianimi. As that's going to be in as a double take from Leah Weaver. Looking back, and that's going to end this game right here. 25-15 is going to be all she wrote. And that's going to be how the first game ends. Strong attack from the Vikings deep on that back line, called in by the back line judge, Charla Setter. Menahga falls in the first game. Pelican Rapids now looking to bring up the second game. There's about a 3-minute break here between the first and second games here. We'll do the same in Pelican Rapids. We'll be back with second game action. the teams break down and we head back here for all right, the teams break down and we head back here for the start of the second game of action. Pelican Rapids winning the first one 25-15 as we recognize one of the highlight players here in the pamphlet for Pelican Rapids today. We're going to shout out Morgan Korf. She's a junior. She plays libero for the team. Her most prized possession is my weighted dino. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not really sure at all, so I'm going to need some context here. I'll have to go into a pre-calculus class tomorrow morning and see what's going on with that. Her hobbies is going to the lake and playing with her dog. And a huge item on her bucket list is going to Hawaii. And so Morgan Korf, the libero, getting some of the highlights tonight as she is starting in this game alongside the rest of the Vikings. It's Hazel Hauger who just pokes it here over the top, keeping the rally going. Nice play by her to keep things going. As a nice attack dug out by Ari Hovland. That was Grace Bakke who made things happen. And Bakke's attack never really, Pelican Rapids never able to recover from that after it was all said and done. So Menahga is able to draw first blood in this second game, trying to right the ship and even the scores. You may as well, the B squad games went to 3 games, so they may as well go to 5 here tonight. Leave us here till 10:30 for all we care. You know, Menahga only has about an hour and change drive back home on a Monday night. They got school tomorrow. Hazel Haugard, nice serve there. Over the top, attacking is Bakke. Blocked up front by Zaylee Arrow and Malia Tweeten. I think Arrow is going to get credit for the block there on the right side of the Vikings front. Haugard serving. And Haugard digs it out there. Morgan Korf just trying to save it, going over the top. Menahga with some momentum, but miscommunication. Fortunately, just able to save it are the Braves. Now Ari Hovland readjusts, and the point is going to be going to Pelican Rapids here. I heard a whistle before the ball hit the ground. Regardless, that was going to find the corner, but I wonder if there was some kind of violation by the Braves underneath that I did not see. Oh, nice setup there by the Braves. It was attacked by Pinanyemi, and Taria is going to get another kill here for the Braves. And Hovland returns the favor there as she has a nice strong hit to the back right corner. She's got 3 kills in this game, 4-2. Pelican Rapids with the lead in the second game. That's going to go wide. That attack from Milena Hendrickson just up by the head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, Heidi Eisman, right at her feet. So another point for Pelican Rapids. Morgan Korf continues her bout of serve. She tries to go soft with it, but it hits the antenna on the right side, and so that's out of bounds. Giving the ball back over here to Pelican Rapids. I finally got an update on who it is wearing the libero jersey here for the Menahga Braves. That's Elise Tarola getting the call in the orange jersey. The program was incorrect, but we finally were able to get the correction here up top. So Elise Tarola been playing a lot of minutes here. The junior at 5'6" coming in. You can see her on the far left wearing the orange jersey. Only one in orange tonight, both teams in white and black. And the libero for the Vikings is also in black. So there she is, Tarola. Dug out momentarily by Backstrom. Now it's Hovland who's going to force it over on the third hit. Trying to set something up inside. Oh, but wide. Nice look there from Milena Hendrickson, but unable to get it to go is the junior. Standing in at 5'10", the tallest girl on the program for Menahga. Menahga with a solid team full of juniors and seniors. A couple sophomores in the roster, but a lot of age on this Menahga side. Pelican Rapids a little bit, you could say bimodal. You have a little dichotomy here. You have a handful of seniors on this roster, but then a couple freshmen that are making the varsity squad. One of those, Malia Tweeton, also seeing a lot of time in this game. Sophomore Ari Hovland. You have sophomore Carly Hovland. Right now, 2 seniors on the court for Pelican Rapids, and a notable injury for Pelican Rapids as well, as I might mention. Number 9, Anna Roysum, one of the go-to middle hitters here for Pelican Rapids, is nursing a knee injury right now. And so I talked to the coaches earlier this evening, and they had mentioned that she's about 2 to 3 weeks out before reevaluation to be cleared to play. But she's been rehabbing a little bit of a knee injury, and so we hope to see her back on the court soon. Certainly, as volleyball, one of her one of her favorite sports here. She's also seen on the basketball court making a lot of noise, but volleyball means a lot to her, so we're excited to see her back and healthy here before the end of the season, specifically the end of her senior season. We want to see her end it with some good memories. And that was a point here by the Vikings. It's going to credit Grace Backstrom with the kill. She's got 6. 10-4 rubber ducky is Ariana Hovland. Over to Menahga. Weaver, nice attack from her from the left side, and she gets the job done. So Leah Weaver making things happen, and now serving for Menahga, Anna Piatila. Serve goes long from Pianini. Sorry, I'm listening. I got to apologize for that one. That was Piatila, excuse me. Pinanyemi is the name that's continually, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. I have some family from over in Finland, but it's going to be pretty awkward if I claim that as my rite of passage and then I can't pronounce it. But we need to get some Menahga Braves fans to subscribe to the channel and give us some comment feedback on the pronunciations up here tonight. I'm sure they get it a lot with area teams botching the Finnish names as they go around on their barnstorming tour throughout the school year. And throughout all this, it's now 12-5. Pelican Rapids, 7-point lead. Really been in control both of these games. So Menahga has had some nice plays. They just got to string together the consistency here. Hazel Haugard left side for Pelican Rapids. Menahga. That is blocked at the line. Trying to get that to go was Kiana Skoog, but it was blocked up front by Cameron Kirkwood. And that's going to induce a timeout from the coaches, Tolkinen and Skoog of the Menahga Braves. Play continues here in Pelican Rapids, coming off the timeout, and that goes long there from Pinanyemi. Strong attack, but 5 feet too long, and Pelican Rapids once again with a winning point, 14-5. Backstrom, that's going to be too strong from her. And so Menahga's going to get this serve back. 14-6, they trail, looking to get things moving. 13, Kiana Skoog going to serve. Hovland, poor dig. Korf trying to save it. She cannot get it done from way beyond, trying to do a reverse little scoop there. Cannot get it to go. And so Kiana Skoog going to get a second serve. 14-7, they trail off the side of her hand and wide right. So 15-7 now. Pelican Rapids continuing to roll. Substitute's going to come in here is number 17, Allie Berger is going to make her way in, the junior. Another one of the featured players on the program here for Pelican Rapids. She'll get her time to shine in between the second and third game. Allie Berger right there. She's going to hit one, and, oh, just long as she put a nice, really nice attempt at painting the corner there. But just 2 feet too far is going to lead to a point for Menahga. Leah Weaver sends a knuckleball across the way. Kirkwood tries a run, and Kirkwood and Arrow kind of tangled feet there as Kirkwood was trying to set up an attack, and that kind of just discombobulated the whole play, making it out of bounds, wide right. So Weaver's going to get another serve here. Kirkwood's going to have a better look, and she now does a cheeky second hit volley right over the net. Very nicely done. She deked out the Braves. That ball landed harmlessly right next to a couple Menahga players. So threw them off a little bit. As Hazel Haugrud is going to serve right in the middle here for the Vikings. Hendrickson dug out somehow by the Vikings and over as the crowd erupts there in what was a tremendous play. Korf, another one that should have probably hit the deck, but instead the Vikings are able to save it twice, and it gets pay dirt here as Menahga is unable to get that ball back over there. So nice play, Pelican Rapids, couple nice saves here, giving Hazel Haugrud another opportunity to serve. Trying to set up Grace Bakke there, but she gets a little underneath that one and sails it long. As hustle play there from girl on the bench. Isabella Schustrom, number 7, running here to find that ball that went into the hallway here at Pelican Rapids. At Pelican Rapids Gymnasium, as some laughs go back and forth here as Hazel Haugrud's controller got a little sticky there as she's having a laugh with her teammates. That one unable to get over the net, and so Menahga is going to send it back to the right here. Cameron Kirkwood, Ari Hovland, yes. Menahga unable to handle that attack from number 4, and so it's 19-10. Hovland's going to get credit with her 4th kill of this match. Pelican Rapids once again eyeing up what is potentially a 2-0 lead now if they can close out this second game. Nice hit there by Milena Hendrickson. I don't think that went where she wanted it to go, but it worked out anyway. It's kind of a mishit that found no man's land right out here between the front and back line. As Tarola is going to get another look here from the serving stripe. Kirkwood setting up Backstrom to the right. Menahga is able to save it momentarily. Yes, they keep it out of their bench, and they are able to continue the rally. So it's going to be Kirkwood finding Backstrom in the middle. She gets too far out front of that one. Could not hit it, and it goes into the net. So another point here by Menahga. They're on a little bit of a roll. Tarola again. The junior sends it across. Hazel Haugrud finds Kirkwood, setting up Backstrom again. This time she connects, but a nice dig out there by Tarola. And then Backstrom on the first volley gets it right back over. And another nice attack and kill there from the Menahga Braves. Credit Melena Hendrickson with that one. Nice strong right hand down into the left sideline. 19-13. After dropping the announcer's jinx as usual, it was 19-10. Core finally lets it go. And that one is, she wanted to hit that really badly, just pulled her hands out at the last second. That was a foot too long. And so Pelican Rapids going to get that point, 20-13. After Menahga had won 3 points in a row, making things a little bit interesting here in this second game. We'll see if they can't continue the rally and get this back to even 1-1 match. We'll see. Hovland. Now Korf is going to be from the 10-foot line. She drops it in, but Menahga's able to dig it out. They hit the deck. Korf hits the deck hard with a single-arm save. One of the most exciting plays of this match so far happening right here. Menahga dug out by Haugrud. Now Backstrom in the middle, 2 hands, pushes it into Tarola, now in the middle, and hitting it right into the net there was, Melena Hendrickson. What a beautiful rally there, fun to watch on both sides. Pelican Rapids fortunate to get the point, and a timeout's going to be called here from Menahga as 21-13, Pelican Rapids up by 8. 4 points from their second game victory here, and this is just the second game. If you're just joining us, it was a late start. 8:01 was the time that this game or this match started because of the B squad game going late. Pelican Rapids ended up winning the B squad match. It was 2-1. After Menahga won the first game, Pelican Rapids came back and won the next 2. To win that game, but regardless, they sent us in. They had us in for a long night here in what is a non-conference game. Menahga had to travel far for this one. It was a late start. We are continuing here as it's 8:43. Menahga's slated to get back by 10:15, 10:30 at best, depending if Pelican Rapids continues their pace here. But really solid. Solid work from Pelican Rapids. Haven't used many timeouts here. They've been executing well. Menahga just took one, trying to right the ship, keep the momentum off of Pelican Rapids and get something happening here. It is go time right now as they cannot afford to fall 2-0. Carly Hovland serves for the Vikings. In the middle there, that's Hendrickson. Now Kirkwood finding Backstrom in the middle. She has a nice attack there. Tarola digs it out. Now on the right side, it's going to be deflected. That was Kiana Skoog. But Pelican Rapids able to clean it up nicely there as Skoog had a strong attack, but Pelican Rapids coming right back, unfazed. Now up 22-13. Huge point coming off the timeout after Menahga came with a good couple attacks. Pelican Rapids stood resolute. That dig just comes off the hands of Hazel Haugrud, a little goofy. Kirkwood tries to save it by hitting the deck, but Pelican Rapids going to lose that point. So Menahga here, this is kind of their last, the huge stand for them if they can find a way to make things happen. As coming into this game is Mame Pinanyemi, the sophomore, 5'4". One of the starters, but looks like she was kind of the starter to sub in for the libero. She hasn't played a ton, but on that back line, wow, what a strong block from Leah Weaver. Grace Backstrom probably connected one of the best attacks she had in this game, but right into the hands of Weaver. Dikembe Mutombo's that right back to the left side and in. And if you do not get the Dikembe Mutombo reference, you must be too young to watch this broadcast right now, because that's an old classic basketball player that I actually probably haven't even seen clips of. The name lives on forever. And nice play, Menahga again, as they're able to get another point. This time credit the kill to Kiana Skoog. And Menahga not done yet. 16-22, here they come. Morgan Korf, Kirkwood, trying to find Backstrom over the middle. Yes, she connects find some open space. And that's going to make it 23-16. Every point getting ever closer to Code Red for Menahga. And now it's going to be Isabella Schustrom coming into this game, serving for the Vikings. Menahga sets it up. Weaver on the right side. Strong attack off the rafters. Korf was able to dig it out, but it came off the rafters, so it came down at a quicker pace than usual. And the Vikings could not clean it up. So now serving for Menahga, Anna Piatila. As Menahga continuing to stand in this game, but it's Hazel Haugrud who takes some wind out of their sails and puts it into a game point. 24-17. Menahga with their backs against the wall, and Grace Backstrom serving for the Vikings. Backstrom. She'll get an ace to finish this off. As the Vikings win the second game, they are now up 2-0 against the Menahga Braves. As they're looking to square in or put their sights on their 7th win of the season. And we'll see if they can get it done here in this third game of action. That'll happen in about 3 minutes. We'll be back with more action from Pelican Rapids. All right, game 3 is about to start here in Pelican Rapids. If you're just joining us, the Menahga Braves trail 2-0 against the Pelican Rapids Vikings. The Vikings came in, won the first game 25-15. They just won that second one 25-14. So a strong showing from the Lady Vikings tonight, led by 8 kills from Grace Backstrom, 4 kills from number 1. That's Hazel Haugrud. A couple seniors there getting the job done for the Vikings. As some substitutions happen early, Grace Backstrom takes a seat, gives Anna Roysum, the other senior, a high five, and Morgan Korf comes back into this game in black. The team in white, that's Pelican Rapids, staying on the right side of the court. On the left side is the visiting team, Menahga Braves in black. Orange and black, white and orange. In an orange and black stadium, hard to tell who's who at the zoo. I already used that term tonight, but if you've been watching, I appreciate the fact that you would call that out and say I need to come up with some new content. This starts with a wide attack from Menahga, 1-0. Pelican Rapids draws the first points of this game. Game 3, the Pelican Rapids Vikings trying to sweep, win this match 3-0. That's going to go wide. Morgan Korf bounding towards that, but she was wisely let it go. Sometimes I think Morgan Korf just wants to dive wide and make something happen here. She was more willing to She's like willing to save that just to make it look cool, but she smartly lets it hit the deck, 1 foot wide left. Nice little second serve play there by Piatila, as that threw off the Vikings' rhythm there. Nice play, Anna Piatila getting not the kill, but getting a look here, throwing off the Vikings' rhythm and getting a point for Menahga, giving them an opportunity to serve. It's going to be Anna Piatila who's going to serve for the Braves. White knee pads, jumping high, serving, back to Haugrud. Kirkwood sets up Zaylee Arrow. Tarola dug it out, but right up to, that was Malia Tweeton, the freshman who finished the deal here in the middle, as she gets the job done for the Vikings and gets them the service back. Now it's Morgan Korf serving over here. Tarola unable to handle that, as the Vikings have some kind of ace-like routine here. I can't tell what it is. I thought, to me, it looks like they're trying to start a lawnmower or something. So I'm going to need to get some feedback here from the team, what they're doing when they get an ace. Hopefully the Vikings will get a couple more aces so that I can figure out what that is. And that, if you got a radar gun, would have been the strongest attack from either side. What a play by Taria Pinaniemi. Just an absolute laser beam right into the face. Morgan Korf, she was able to get her hands up, but could not do anything with that absolute rocket. Menahga trails 4-2, they served. Grace Backstrom returns the favor to the left side. She scores, gets her 9th kill of the game, 5-2. Pelican Rapids starting off where they left off in this third game with an early lead, trying to build on it here with Carly Hovland. She floats one out to the right. Braves try and set up. That's, I was going to say, Baki, who put it over here for Menahga, but nothing doing. The play continues. Baki once again. No, excuse me. That's going to be Haley Peterson. The 5'8 junior is going to get credit for that kill. Hits off the top net nicely and falls for the point for Menahga. Once again, very clear, the Scandinavian height making it over to Menahga as well. The front line of Menahga really towering over the Pelican Rapids Vikings here. Right now you have Peterson, the 5'8", Weaver at 5'9", and also you have Grace Baki. She's listed at 5'7", but if you look at her from down here, she certainly looks like she might have hit a growth spurt. She might be all of 5'9" as well. And so Menahga has been causing the Vikings problems a lot on that front line. Their ability to block up front, attack up front has been noticeable in this game. Piatila setting up. Weaver in the middle. Could not get it to go, so Haugrud goes over. One of the more exciting rallies in this third game. Backstrom, now Tarola. Hovland can't save it, so it's other Hovland. That's got to be 4 hits, isn't it? Oh, that's 3. I can't count. This is such a long rally, it's making me try and figure what's up, and that's going to be a lift here called against Cameron Kirkwood. So after all that rally, unfortunate to see it end in a violation like that, but Menahga deserved that point. They got it. And so they're going to now enjoy a new substitution as Elena Jetman, the 5'4 junior, is going to get a look at a serve here. And she is going to lose that serve opportunity. Grace Backstrom's going to come here for the Vikings. As she gets lucky, it hits the top of the net and just falls over, and there it is again. Maybe it's a chainsaw. Are they starting a chainsaw? What are they doing down there? I never know what they're doing down there with these celebrations. Backstrom, one more time here. Let's see if she can't get another one. I'll have to really try and figure out what is going on with this ace celebration. Hovland into the net, saved somehow there by Kirkwood, but it's going to be too strong from Arrow. So Menahga's going to get that point and stay right in this game. They're making things interesting on this third game. 8-5 they trail. Korf sets up Haugard to the left. Haugard, nice attack considering it was coming from her back shoulder. Now Kirkwood sets up too tight into the net, but Arrow is able to save it, get it over the top of the net. And finally, it's going to be a point for Pelican Rapids. They're going to say a lane or a net violation here from the Braves. And there's still questions going on here as Tarola's trying to figure out what's up. And she finally says, oh, that, okay. I wish I had more mastery of the game of volleyball. I could tell you exactly what happened down there, but it seems like everyone knows what happened. Except for the coaching staff of Menahga, as they're still having conversations with the FAR judge here. And now they're talking across the way as there's not enough fans in this gym right now for it's kind of like an awkward silence because it's been a late night, so some people were not able to brave the late night tonight. And so with what's going on, I think there might be an overruling going on because they're now talking to the Pelican Rapids coach. And they have to fix their substitutions as they're going to slowly give the volleyball back to Menahga. And I think they're going to redo the point is where we're at here. It's 8-5. Tarola serves. Everyone reverse it. Back up. We'll see if the ball lies or not. Hazel Haugrud off the net. No block. Fourth hit. Pelican Rapids loses the point, so Menahga is able to win that point, get it to 8-6, and Coach Eisman, after what was a long break of confusion with the Pelican Rapids Vikings now losing a point, wants to reset the energy here. He's going to get a timeout called to make it 8-6. Pelican Rapids trying to reset the momentum up 2 in this third game. The other standout player here, a little bit of a feature player for Pelican Rapids in the program, Allie Berger, the junior. She's a right side hitter. Her most prized look at this. Her most prized possession is her family. Her hobbies are basketball, volleyball, track, and going to the lake. That's just another small town Minnesota lifestyle for you. Basketball in the winter, volleyball, track in the ends of the school year, and going to the lake in the summer sounds perfect for me. What items on your future bucket list? She wants to go skydiving. Skydiving, that is something I've never done. I don't know if I'm going to have the guts to do that anytime soon. And what skill would she most like to learn as a secondary language? Maybe learn a little Spanish, maybe? Un poco español, posiblemente. Quizás. And her biggest pet peeve is loud chewing. And her other pet peeve is when Menahga continues to win points left and right as they win another one, 8-7. Tarola's been serving for quite some time here. Elise Tarola, the junior, one more time sends it over. Ariana Hovland, Morgan Korf. Play continues here. Kirkwood's up against the net. She hits it over in the second volley. Here comes Menahga. Weaver inside, dug out by Korf. Another exciting rally and what is a pivotal moment of this third game, and nice attack from Hazel Haugrud as she puts the team on her back with a strong, strong kill. She's got 5 tonight. The senior making plays happen. They're up 9-7. Third game, Cameron Kirkwood. The freshman. Cameron Kirkwood, yep, the freshman, serving things over here for the Vikings. Tapped by Kirkwood. Now this is the third hit. Hovland's got to send it over. She does. Little side slinger. Set in the middle. Weaver, that's too high, too strong. As we remember, Leah Weaver, basketball player, very, very strong, formidable post player. Bringing the heat as well on the volleyball court. That one just a little bit too hot, strong off the baseline of the basketball court here, actually. And so the Vikings were able to serve that, but they serve it into the net. So the lead for the Vikings is still just 2. 10-8, third game of action. Pelican Rapids leading 2-0. Weaver serving for the Braves, and that one goes off the front of the net. So the Vikings and the Braves swap. 2 serves, unforced errors, lost points from either side. Let's see if Hazel Haugard can break the streak. That one does get over the net. Goes inside here. That was Pinanyemi Taria, the senior, making things happen there with a nice attack, making this now a 11-9 lead for Pelican Rapids. Looks like this one's one that might go down to the wire. If we go to a 4th or 5th game, it is no doubt that the administration for Menahga better consider starting, letting these girls sleep in a little bit, give them the first couple hours off. Might have to call up my old colleague Jason Chose, get him to excuse these girls for the first few hours of action. Jay Chose and I worked together in Red Wing schools, a beautiful part of the area. He now made it back towards this area. He's from Fergus Falls originally, now finds himself as administrator in Menahga. But that is going to be a violation here from Menahga. Point Pelican Rapids. They've rattled off a couple in a row now. 13-9, Morgan Korf trying to take things into her own hands here. Tarola setting. Piatila finishing the job inside. That's Haley Peterson. Absolute bomb in the middle. Nicely done. There's nothing cooler than hitting that volleyball, just connecting with a volleyball at the top of the net and getting a kill. It feels, it just feels cooler than hitting a 25-foot three-point shot. Just awesome feeling, and you could see all smiles there from Peterson on the left side of the court. That one's going to go too strong there as that was sailed by Grace Bakke. And the Vikings able to stop the bleeding after Vikings got a few points. Now Menahga fought back, but it is 14-10. Pelican Rapids with a small lead here in the third game of this match. Pelican Rapids leads 2-0. Bakke, dug out by Hazel Haugard nicely. Well done. Well done, the senior Haugard, able to get that saved, diving on the floor to do it. Put Menahga in a goofy spot, and they let that fall to the floor. We are reaching closed captioning here in Pelican Rapids. Pelican Rapids up 5, trying to close things out in 3. They're up 2-0. Grace Backstrom gets a tip, and that goes wide, but it was tipped off of a player, and the coaches of Menahga aren't happy about that. They believe that just hit straight off the net. I can see them right now. They don't believe, and yeah, it looks like they're going to change. Well, excuse me. What are they going to do here? So a timeout's going to be called by the coaching staff of Menahga. As I think they were expecting that to be Menahga's point because it hit just off the top of the net and wide right. However, I think the officials saw that it deflected off of some hands of Menahga, which I would be surprised to see it carom off the net and go so far to the right. I think the officials were right in saying that hit off a hand to carom to the left into the coaches, the bench. But Pelican Rapids winning a few points in a row here, making it now 16-10 as they're trying to see themselves with a 3-0 lead tonight, advance to 7-5 on the season. And here at Channel 2, this is just a good moment to thank the students who have been part of this production. Ebe Sarich here, the freshman on production, as well as Aiden Rotz, the junior on camera. This Channel 2 here is a student-led production squad under the direction of Mr. Kerry Haugerud, a social studies teacher here at Pelican Rapids. This program works twofold. Not only are you guys able to see the Pelican Rapids games from the comfort of your own home, but also we're able to give and facilitate an opportunity for students to learn about live media production. So we thank you for supporting Channel 2, and thank you to these students who have helped us here tonight make this thing happen for you guys. And that point is going to go the way of Pelican Rapids again. So now 17-10, Pelican Rapids starting to strengthen their grip on this match. That's going to be Peterson with a nice little poke from the right side here. Gets a deflection off the hands of the Vikings and falls. So very nicely done there. And if you're Menahga and Taria Pinanyemi, you have to think it's now or never. Make something happen. Extend this to the fourth game. Hazel Haugrud presses it into the line here, and now it's Tarola who just dumps it over on the third volley. Backstrom with a strong attack, and it falls on the near side of the net and was almost blocked by the front line of Menahga. However, it did not quite get back over. Backstrom with another kill. Double digits now for her. She's got 10 kills in this game. In this match, I should say. And there's another ace. They do their little pump thing. I don't know. I'm trying to ask some production. Are they pulling the chainsaw? What are they doing here? I don't. It's an ace, right? Or like digging. They got a shovel or something. They're digging into the ground like a spade. I don't know what's going on here, but I do know that Leah Weaver pounded that in the far right side. Very nicely done, Leah Weaver. Another strong kill from her. We have not been able to keep up with the kills of the away team, but I can tell you for sure Weaver must be one of the leading offensive players for Menahga, likely up in the double figures as well. Certainly been a standout player tonight. Substitution coming in here, getting a serve for Menahga is going to be number 10. That's Elena Jetman once again getting a shot here at the service. And that one's nicely done to Hazel Haugrud. Bryn Welch inside as well, subbing in for the Vikings. Sets it. Now in the middle, Weaver hits it into the net, and the Vikings are going to get that point, and they will now eclipse 20-12. Pelican Rapids 5 away from ending this match and sending everyone home in what has been a late Monday night, 9:09. Here is the time. Backstrom drives it deep, but it is opted for by Menahga. Nicely placed there by the Braves. That was Leah Weaver. He's able to dump that in a nice spot and get the point for Menahga. Hazel Haugrud rockets one in here as she gets her 6th kill of the night. That was likely the highest velocity that she's had on any of those as she really connects. Hazel Haugrud, someone who certainly coming in this game here, standing at probably 5'5", 5'6", not the tallest of girls, but certainly skying high and throttling that to the back left corner. 21-13, Cameron Kirkwood drops one right in the middle, now setting up Weaver. It's going to be Zaylee Arrow. Zaylee's twin sister, Zayla Arrow, also a big piece of this team. I saw her working through some rehab earlier, so she is dressed, but she hasn't seen action tonight. I believe that she would in other nights here. But the Vikings, with a couple seniors down, still making things happen here. It looks like they're going to win this match against the Braves. Advance to 7-5. Another point goes their way, 23-13. 2 points from Pay Dirt. As the crowd gets a little bit more raucous here, as they can sense the end of this match coming soon. Subs are in. Allie Berger back in for the Vikings, and a timeout for Menahga as they want to try and get this momentum back one more time, give it a shot. Three very good teams Menahga's going to have to face here in the next 3 games after this one. So Menahga continuing to develop, hopefully making something happen as they have a ton of talent on this squad. Just need to try and put all the pieces together. Another point for Pelican Rapids, and match point has come upon us here. 24-13. Pelican Rapids trying to put an end to this in 3. Cameron Kirkwood as the student section claps. Weaver in the middle, long, no tip, and that's how this match is going to end. Pelican Rapids wins this one 25-13 and wins this match 3 games to Kerry Elgert. I'm Logan North. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.